Hello there, Inconvenient Panda, back again for some more Casual Craft Season 4. Yes, in between episodes, I ran around for a bit and found a single bucket of lava. So, yeah. That's all I could find, so that's all I have. But, yeah, let's just get straight into it. What I want to make now is, what's it called? I know, I want to make some more Tinkerer's stuff, so let's grab the Tinkerer's book. Blank patterns. I'm going to need a couple of them. I'm going to need a stencil table, part crafter, maybe a pattern chest. Don't really need it necessarily, but tool station, and a tool forge. Now, the tool forge is going to be interesting, methinks. So let's organize ourselves a bit and have that full already. Brilliant. So, wood. Yeah. Gonna need a few of these, so we'll just grab as many as we can. Going to want a stencil table. And we get a little book for creating that. Do I have... I'm going to need just a single block of wood. So that's part builder. Was the other one a crafting table, I believe. Was the last one. Tool station. So now we've got them. What I need now is a fair amount of iron, actually. I need... I don't know if I have enough. I'm going to have to grind all this iron up. I probably started the episode a bit prematurely. But I'll get all that ground, and then we'll be back. Alright, guys. Yeah, I ground it all up, and just waiting for that last bit to finish. But now I have all the stuff things that I need for this part, at least. Now, the reason I need all this stuff is because I need to upgrade the tool station. So here's the tool station. You get a little selection of tools. You can make all sorts of cool and interesting things in Tinkerer's Construct. But if I were to pick this back up, and probably craft some things like that, go to there on top, put that there, I get the tool forge, which has a lot more options. Yay! Because what I want to make is a lumber axe. Yeah. It will cut down the whole tree, basically. Like, if I just cut this block, all the wood up there will also be broken. But it requires, that looks like an axe head, a plate, a large thing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. Neither do I. But, let's get the stuff necessary. So this is the stencil table where you can actually get the stencil for the parts you want to make. I want a broad axe head pattern, a large plate pattern, a tough binding pattern, and a tough rod pattern. Now I take these over to the part builder. Oh, not just yet. Yeah. Yeah, you'll see why in just a second. I grab that cobble. Basically, if I put these together, I can get a stone tough binding. and a large plate thing. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm using the stencils to make the stuff. So I could put all this together now and have a stone one, which I probably will end up doing, maybe. Because I don't really have enough iron, I don't think. Nope. That'll only go to 6. I should probably get more iron. Oh, I'm going to pause real quick and grab some more iron. Yeah. Luckily for me, just over here, there's quite a ravine. There's a lot of goodies in there. Well, it's pretty successful. Pretty sure 14 is enough. Probably won't be. Be perfectly honest. And I don't think I have enough lava. That's really going to be the sticking point of all this. But what I need is to make some things. I'm going to need my aluminium. Oh, I think I need more aluminium. Oh, I'm terrible at this. Okay. I think it's the red book. Teach me. No. It's the black one. Yeah. So what I need to make is some aluminium brass. I'll just call it brass. But I need 3 and 1. So I have 2 and 1. That's not quite going to work, is it now? Ah, dang it. I was hoping to be organized. That's what happens when you get ahead of yourself. You get ahead of yourself. Shouldn't do that. Yeah, I knew I had some more. Oh, my pick's about to break. That would be awkward. Oh well. Just have to make another one. More iron. Deal. Oh. Oh, well, 23 iron, that's plenty. So now that I have the required ingredients, I simply put them in here, and they'll render as whatever. You can actually walk in around them, which I think is a bit funny. But it will use some of the lava to melt down the aluminium and the copper. And that'll take a little bit. But what I'm going to need to do is to sleep. You can only sleep at night. You can only sleep at... Well, that's probably really horrible. Come on. Yeah, we are. Have a sip of my bev. Pepsi. So, as you can see, the aluminium is melted into 6 ingots. So this is a way to double your ores if you don't want to do the grindstone thing, but I did. But you'll notice that we've got 8 aluminium brass. Does that add up? Yes. Because that 1 copper ore turned into 2 ingots, so now we have 8 things. So what I'm going to want to do is show you how this works. So what we can do is we can put objects into the casting table. And the first thing I'm going to put in is my axe head. I right-click on the faucet. It pours out the aluminium. It pulls out the brass and creates a cast, a brass cast. So yeah, that works. So what we can do is just do this for all the things. And you just right-click to interact with all this stuff. And there you are. Yeah, each cast takes 1 ingot to make, so I'll be left now with 4 ingots. So how do I get this stuff out of here? Well, what I like to do is to put down an ingot and make a cast of it. Because the way that this works is now that I have these casts, if I put the cast in and then drain the liquid in, it'll make the thing of the whatever cast you put in, which is quite handy. Yeah. So what I want to do, so I can't talk today. So what I want to do is make sure that there is absolutely no aluminium brass left. Yes. I've run out of inventory space. Gonna need to make a chest or something. Get over here. For the only time in my life. Sometimes it's useful for craftings sometimes to actually have a proper crafting table. I'm just going to put that there. I'm just going to fill it with junk. So I don't need any of that stuff. There we are. So what I'm going to do is... 1, 2, 3, 4... So you can see, I want to make an iron lumber axe thing. So this requires 8 material, which means essentially 8 ingots. So if I put 4 ore in there, they will double to make 8. So that's the 8 I need for that. This costs 8, so that'll be another 4. Yeah, it should have enough lava, maybe. This costs 3, and this costs 3, so that's 6. So another 3, but there's no room left now, which is why I should have made this 2 levels rather than just 1. But yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. So yeah, I'm sort of rushing through this and glossing over a few things because I'm assuming most people know how this works. But for those who don't know how it works, just, you can see what I'm doing. But an interesting thing about all of this stuff is that different materials will give different effects on your tool. So I'm making the lumber axe, which does all this cool stuff. And I'm making it out of iron, which means the full tool durability will be 325. The mining speed will be 6. I'll be able to mine redstone, but that doesn't really apply to the axe. And it'll do 1 harder damage. It's reinforced, which is normally an enchantment. I forget what it's called, unbreaking. So it's essentially the unbreaking enchantment if I follow this sort of stuff. But other things do other things. Put it that way. So I'll drain that out. It'll take a little while because it's putting 8 in there and it will destroy my frame rate, as it likes to. But if I were to make it out of obsidian, my mining speed would be a bit quicker, my durability would be a lot lower, and my unbreaking level would be 2 higher. But the interesting thing is I can make, say, the handle out of obsidian, and that would give me level 3 reinforced. But I'm just making it all out of iron. No, it bugged. That's not fair, is it? Why did it do that? Well, I'm just going to pretend it worked. Because it's a bug, I'm just going to cheat that stuff in. Yeah. So, broad axe head. That's what I would have got from this one, but unfortunately, what if I just go iron? I'm sure I can. That's what I would have gotten from that. So yeah, that's an interesting bug. Pretty annoying, not gonna lie. But that's why I have a cheat mode. Now I know that bug doesn't exist if you have a too high thing, but I don't know why that happened. Anyway, let's build this bad boy. So there we are. Iron lumbax, because it's a lumber axe. So it's got reinforced 1. And what can it do? Boop. Just like that. Simples. Pretty cool, isn't it? I'm a bit annoyed that this didn't work properly. I was going to make other tools and such. I find it useful to start just with full iron. And later on I'll be making a few other tools. Let's see, which one would be a good one? I'll definitely be making the hammer. I'll probably just make one out of iron, but it mines in a 3x3 area, which is really, really cool and really, really handy. But yeah, it's the smeltery. Shame it broke a little bit there. But you can obviously see how useful it is with the like that's a lot of wood for such little effort. So what I'm gonna do is actually create a few chests and just put it on top. If you hold shift and right click, say, so normally like if you want to put a torch on a furnace, it just opens the furnace, but if you hold shift and right click, it'll place the thing, because that's how I put the chest up there. Yeah, I'm so good with words today, just so good. You can only sleep at night. You can only sleep at night. So yeah, not really sure why the smeltery didn't work, but yeah. That was a lot of iron I put into it, so I wasn't just going to leave it and be like, oh, you know, whatever. Eh? Some wood stuck up there. It keeps pretending to fall, but it can't. Anyway, yeah, a bit thrown in a loop by that little issue there. Trying to think of what exactly happened, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh. But the next thing I want to make, I'm just gonna make it now because we've got like 10 minutes. I want to make a hammer, so I'm going to need a hammerhead, 2 large plates, and a tough rod. That's right. I need a tough rod. Yeah. But I already have the large plate and tough rod cast. I need the hammerhead cast. So we'll get that. So to the patterns. That looks like a hammerhead. Now it requires 8. So that's a tad bit expensive. So what I'm going to do is just melt up a single bit of AB. And I need some iron. Yes. Do I have enough? 4. No, I need 3 more pieces of iron. Which I can't really get. That's a shame. Gonna have to do a little bit of mining. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself a bit with all this stuff. What's going on? What on earth? What on earth? Well, that's... I have to check the video back now, because that was weird. So, let's test this out again. No, get out of there. So what I'll make the lumbax again, and then just delete the parts. And that pours into there. Well, that was what was supposed to happen. Okay. I think the smelter is haunted. I mean, that's the only logical explanation. That was really weird, though. Like, why did that happen? Oh well, get to see how it's made. I'll just put this junk in there and delete it in a bit. And that's interesting. But I need to mine. So I'm gonna do that. Okie doke. So I went mining, and I believe I have enough. So I do 4, 4, 4, and 1.5. Crap. Oh, no big deal. So I'll put those in there. Yes, but the reason I need that many is because I need 8 16 ingots, which is 8 blocks, and another 4, and 3. Crap. I'm out of lava. Where am I? No, I'm not. This thing's acting really strange. The hell? Was this your doing? Little pack rat picking up things. Gosh. Oh no, there we go. We got a bit. I'm just weirded out by this. This has never happened. Never. Here are the gubbins I need. Put you away. So you can see it counting down the ingots as they're being smelted. I'm going to have to wait a bit because I need 8 ingots to fill this, but yeah, whatever. Should be fine. Is if you find that you don't have enough ingots, this stops and it doesn't solidify. It's probably a poor thing to use it with because you can't actually see the liquid. But you can just start it again and it will finish filling it up, which is really good. So we should have 9 ingots. And luckily for me, I already have an ingot cast. Always make an ingot cast. Otherwise, it's a pain in the arse. There we are. Yeah. I'm going to put all this garbage away. And to make my shelf... yeah. A hammer. I'm not going to name it. I don't really care. But we can try it out. Let's try this bad boy out. Yeah. So go down to my mining area. And this is how the hammer works. If I aim it at this block, it just digs it out. Just like that. Which is awesome. Now, you'll see it doesn't remove dirt. And when I break the dirt block, it doesn't really do anything. There is a special tool that does the same as the hammer, but for dirt. And also with Tinkerer tools, as you just see, if you right-click with the tool, whatever is to the right of the tool you're using, it will place down. A little demonstration there. Yes. But I still need pickaxes because the hammer's kind of useful. But it's not precise, let's say. But here's how I do my strip mining. Just like this. And, yeah. Leave a bit. Just like this. Dig that out. Takes a little bit. But yeah, this is probably the most effective way to mine for diamonds specifically, and other rare things like that. And, yeah. So you're probably wondering why I left this pillar thing here. Well, torches. Need a spot for torches, so I like to do it like this. And after, an hour or two of mining, it actually ends up looking pretty nifty. But we've hit the wrapping up point, I believe. So yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to be mining between episodes, but you end up with a lot of cobblestone after this. But I'll show you how to deal with that next episode. I have been and still am the Inconvenient Panda. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.